Orlando with the ball. Simmons with it. Pass to Divac. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's what this team wants to see from Divac, imposing your will.
Here's Curry. And he drives in. And Curry throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Just 5 to shoot. And Simmons gets it to go.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Back to Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
Lets it go from deep. Roy pulls it in. Here's Orlando. Here's Simmons. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And Simmons using his natural strength that time, just overpowering the inside presence.
And stolen by Holmgren. And stolen by Simmons. The shot by Howard, no good. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for Anaheim. 4-point game. Here's Roy. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Roy can be explosive when the moment calls for it. He's kind of quietly athletic, but that time threw it down with authority.
Now here's Simmons. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons. Minute 32 left in the first quarter here. The 3 from Curry. Orlando with the rebound. Oh, there's the alley. Deflected. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Both teams will make substitutions. Outside Simmons. Howard inside. Goes up again. Pass to Simmons. Over Curry. Again, Simmons missing. Anaheim on offense. Trailing by 2. Here's Roy. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Dwight Howard picks one up. Anaheim shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Orlando making a switch here. And it's tied up with that one.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the strike. He's going to cash in more than not.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Divac. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Here's Malone. The shake. Out to the right wing. Boy, can't get it to go. And here they come. And the basket by Leonard.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
From deep, Reeves. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines.
Here we go.
And here's Anaheim now. Outside Curry. Miller outside. Right side Bull. Fades back. The rebound by Duncan.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
Here's Curry. After the basket by Indianapolis on the other end. Goes up at the elbow. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Here's Duncan. And stolen by Holmgren. Outside Curry. To the paint. And finished off by Bull.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And George with the jam.
Sturdy play from George in the paint. Getting by the contact and to his finish.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Now here's Holmgren. On the break. Here's Tatum. Bull grabs the board. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Lead goes in.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Curry looking it over. Buries it from three. Curry's got 5 now.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Pass to Reed. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside Curry. No good on the triple. 1:15 left now in the first quarter. To the inside.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. And Curry's got the ball here for Anaheim. They trail by 3. Pass to Miller. Outside Curry. Right at the free throw line. .44 seconds left in the first quarter. Count that bucket. 7 points in the game.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher. Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Curry. That won't go either for Curry. Indianapolis leading by 3. And he's going for the lob. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the find by Brunson. More than capable of running the offense.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
There's 21 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Stoudemire. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Back to Wade. From outside the arc. Not going to go that time. The shot that time not on target. And so the first quarter is in the books. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Indianapolis.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Indianapolis leading by 9. Anaheim making a switch here. Here's Wade. Pass to Hill. Throw it down, Nikola.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
And coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me, because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Timeout called, Anaheim. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. From deep, Reeves. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And they pick up 2.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Stoudemire. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this. Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Well, if you give up that lane that easily, you got to expect he's going to attack the rim with some force.
Holmgren for 2.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Right wing. Here's Stoudemire. To the right side. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in. Stoudemire's got 6 here in the quarter.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Holmgren with it. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren. I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Oh, Holmgren with an acrobatic jam.
And get up, Chet. Wow. The next unicorn with the fancy slam.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Jokic.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Malone. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Chalk up 2 there. Stoudemire's got 10.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
And so it's Indianapolis with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Indianapolis. Earlier in the game, they led by 19.
You gotta like the momentum on George's drive, cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
Miller on the wing. Pass to Roy. And there's a 3-second violation.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Here's Reed. Here's George. Can't connect from 14. Now here's Miller. Still no points. There's the drive. And Reed pulls it down. Here we go, one-on-one. Off with the layup. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Tatum from long range gets the 3-ball to go.
You gotta respect the response from Tatum. I mean, this guy just loves to compete.
Back to Curry. Fires for 3. The rebound by Duncan.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, swiped away. Here's Roy. Miller left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And it's Indianapolis with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Here's Tatum. Driving to the basket.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
And here's Curry for 3. Drills it from deep. Curry's got 10.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Turner for 3. Fires in the triple. Turner's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Timeout called. Anaheim. Indianapolis making a switch here. .116 left in the third. The 3 from Curry. And the 3-pointer goes. He's got 13.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong. We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Roy. The rebound by Malone. Anaheim on offense. It's an 18-point game. And here's Curry for three. Oh, Robinson with a block. They recover it. Clock at 6. Pass to Bowl. Goes back up. Malone. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Throws it up high. Here's Towns.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
Indianapolis shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Both good from the line that time. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Curry. Bowl. And finished off by Bowl.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. And so it's Indianapolis ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Anaheim now. Here's Reeves. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Indianapolis leading by 18. Here's Wade. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Indianapolis?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Turner. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Another shot. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Timeout called. Anaheim. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And here's Curry for 3. And it's Indianapolis with a rebound. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Boy, can't get it to go. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. And the bucket is good.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Robinson can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Bowl, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
And a big finish by Robinson.
With 2 hands on the rock, He powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And that one's good. Hold.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
And stolen by Bowl. So for Indianapolis. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth. Here's Curry. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Curry, that's good.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Duncan. .116 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Here's Roy. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Knocks it loose. No good on the free throw. Good on the second one.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Inside. Here's George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
George scanning the floor. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Yes, such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D.
George hits them both. 30 seconds left to play in the fourth. And here's Reeves. Here's Malone. The rebound by Stoudemire. George drives in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, on the drive, George's length is a gift, helping him get the shot off even with a foul.
Both shots good from the stripe. 12 seconds left in the final quarter. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for two. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. George for three. The offensive rebound. From behind the arc. So Indianapolis wins it. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you later.